I keep on falling in love with you. Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue. Sometimes I feel good, at times I feel used. Loving you, darling, makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out of love with you.
No, I had no idea that was going on. I heard it was going on while I was fighting, but no comment. That's not how me and my brothers roll. So we're gonna go back to the room and enjoy our win and look forward towards that next step.
Abdullah Mason. We didn't get to talk too much about his fight this past weekend against Jeremiah Nakatila. Against Jeremiah Nakatila. Because of the fact that Keyshawn Davis and his brother Keon Davis crashed out. But Abdullah Mason didn't crash out. Abdullah Mason is cool, calm, collected, and he's on the task at hand. His task is being one of the best fighters in the sport of boxing. 21 years old. Abdullah Mason is very, very impressive young fighter. Now, even though in his couple of fights ago when he got hurt and dropped, people felt that I was kind of hard on him. But I knew what I was doing when I was saying that he can't let that happen again, right? That shouldn't have happened, and it can happen again. And I don't think it's ever going to happen again. Abdullah Mason looked sharp. He looked strong. And despite his youthful look, right? He looked like a baby Sugar Ray. He looked like he could be like Sugar Ray Leonard's grandson or something. He fights very ferociously in that ring. Abdullah Mason, him and his brothers, the Mason 5, DB3.
What's next is we headed towards those titles. So, whatever we could do to step forward, make that happen, we're going to do that. So we're going to get back with the team.
So the next fight is for the vacant?
I'm not sure what the next fight is going to be. That's what we're going to, head to the back. Yes, sir.
I'm glad you said it, Jay, because that was my next question. Because we know you're number 2, and we know you put a petition for an interim title tonight. But seeing that you say the plan is to get the titles next.
Yeah.
So how we gonna do that? You know what I mean?
That's what we're gonna do next. We have to get Nakatila out the way first. We're about to head to the back and see what we can make happen.
Abdullah, you fought in Keyshawn's hometown twice. When do we get a Cleveland one?
Man, hopefully that's in the works too for next. So everything is unfolding at its proper time. So right now it's the first step to a lot of greatness, inshallah.
You think you could pack out a house in Cleveland?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on leaving the fighting to the ring after allegations that DB3 jumped Albright?
What happened?
DB3, there are allegations that they jumped Albright. What are your thoughts on leaving the fighting to the ring?
I mean, that's not how I get down. I say that's you see where me and my brothers at. We in here in the locker room together. We enjoying our win, and like I said, we about business.
He said he did what? What happened?
Albright said that Keyshawn and Keon jumped him in the locker room after the fight and punched him in the face and gave him a welt over his eye. What do you think about that?
We got these groups of brothers in boxing, and his brothers, the Mason 5, reminds me a lot of Gary Russell Jr. and how they family is kind of ran, right? How they do things. They're very disciplined guys, very militant, just very focused, right? They not on no foolishness. They not on no bullshit. And they seem like they hold each other accountable. But when you look at DB3, I don't know what I see. I see a lot of pandemonium. I see, I don't know what the hell, man. But it seemed like Keyshawn and Abdullah switched spots, right? Just for the time being. Keyshawn Davis was on top at one point. Everything changed over the weekend. And now Abdullah Mason is probably the guy that Top Rank is going to be pushing. Because let's be honest, who else do Top Rank got? Tiger Johnson didn't necessarily look good in his fight. Troy Isley, he was part of the melee that went down. So I expect him to probably get in trouble as well. Keon Davis, who actually got the stoppage against his opponent, was part of the melee. He may get in trouble. And Kelvin Davis, who was the actual fighter that lost that fight, may end up getting, I don't know what happened with Kelvin. Kelvin Davis, the one that tried to break it up, he wasn't with it, but he's part of it, right? But these are the type of, this is what Top Rank is likely going to do is suspend Keyshawn Davis. They may even drop him. I'm not sure. That may be a little extreme, but we'll see. But I think they're going to be pushing Abdullah Mason from here on out. I mean, Abdullah Mason, good kid, really, really humble, and a very, very talented young fighter in the ring. So only time will tell how far Abdullah Mason will go, but a lot of us expect him to go very, very far. But yeah, man, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Is Abdullah Mason up next as far as the lightweights in the lightweight division? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.